It's over! Oh my god, Clare and Dale from The Bachelor, guess what? Big shocker. They are done! And not the kind of done where it's like they might get back together. No, we have heard from Dale. We've heard his side of the story, which I will read in a second. And no. They are done. Okay, so here is the scoop. We found out from Dale, actually. He posted, boom, right there, that on Instagram yesterday, saying, I wanted to share with you all that Clare and I have decided to go our separate ways. We appreciate the love and support we've received from so many people, but this is the healthiest decision for both of us at this time. We strongly believe in leading with love and always remaining true to oneself, something our families have taught us and instilled in us throughout our lives. We only hope for the best things for one another. I love that last line, we only hope for the best things for one another. Okay, that came from Dale's mouth. That did not come from Clare's mouth, and we have heard from a very, I don't know who this is, but all these news sites like People and Us Weekly and everyone is reporting that there is an insider source with Clare that has reported that she is extremely upset and sad, and it just kind of sounds like from Dale sharing his side. I actually saw a video of Dale talking to paparazzi. He seemed upset, but he didn't really seem like really upset. He was just kind of like, yeah, it's over. We're still gonna be friends, but come on. That seems very unlikely because this insider source with Clare said that she is incredibly upset. Now, number one, I just want to say really quick, told you so. I said this the second when I saw Clare, number one, be a jerk to everyone on The Bachelor. I freaking said, this isn't going to go down well. I knew that Dale liked her, but let's be honest, they didn't know each other. So I was not even the slightest bit shocked when I found out that they were breaking up, because it's like they didn't know each other. They were living on opposite sides of the country. And I'm sorry if you guys like Clare, but let's also be honest. Clare is judgy. She likes to constantly judge. We saw it on her season of The Bachelorette. All I can keep thinking of is, remember when Clare was talking to a younger man? I'm completely blanking on his name. He was totally irrelevant, but the only thing I remember is he went and talked to her and he started asking Clare questions about herself. And what did Clare do? Instead of just being a normal human being and answering him, she freaking told him, like, you should have went on Google and researched me before coming on this show. And it's like, really? I mean, come on, the guy's coming here to get to know you. Obviously, he kind of knew somewhat of you because you've been on the Bachelor, series franchise for quite a while, but that's when I was like, okay, she's really rude. And then when I saw her basically deny every single man on that season, and besides Dale, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, this is just getting ridiculous. And she was constantly trying to stir up drama, and I knew that, let's be honest, Clare's just kind of extra, kind of rude, kind of crazy. So she ended up going with Dale, and I said, interesting. Now, Dale seems to be a nice guy, so I was not shocked that he was kind of playing along with it. And of course, Clare is attractive, but then I saw something that kind of made me think, oh, this relationship is probably not going well. Because during Tayshia's season, we got to see Clare and Dale sit down with Chris Harrison, and then they were talking, and I noticed some just things that were inconsistent with Clare and Dale. The main thing being the baby drama, because Clare was saying, I think, Chris asked, what are your guys' future plans? And Clare said, baby, we want babies. And Dale just sat there with his lips sealed. He threw out the key, and he was not saying a word. And that's when I was like, oh, no, this is not looking good. And believe it or not, things only got worse. Well, we have two things. So first, it was the inconsistencies of what they both wanted. You could just see Clare wanted to really rush this and get married and have the family and the kids. That seemed kind of odd. But also, I don't even know, a couple weeks ago, there was a relative of Dale's that was posting on social media bad-mouthing Clare, saying that, she unfollowed him on social media and that she might as well unfollow him in real life. That was basically what he was saying, and I was kind of like, oh no. And we heard from a million different people that there was drama going on with Dale's family and Clare, and that's when I was kind of like, okay, yeah, this is not looking good. But like I said, we heard from an insider source, and this insider source also shared with several different media media sites saying that Clare and Dale did not agree on a lot of things in the long run when they sat down and really discussed the future of their relationship. They had been fighting on a lot as of late, and Clare started many of the arguments, and Dale would try not to rock the boat too much, but it all became too much for both of them. They finally realized that perhaps they did move a little too fast. And this insider source also said there's a whole bunch of problems between them. I don't know what the specific breaking point was, but she wants him to move to Sacramento, and he's not crazy about that. She wants kids right away, and he doesn't, on and on and on. So I think it was just honestly fighting, and they had totally different future goals, which that's like the biggest thing with The Bachelor. They rarely ever work because, number one, they rarely ever live in the same city or even state, and they rarely ever want to move to the same city or state. So that's why, in my eyes, it rarely ever works. But that, I just kind of feel like they had some drama. Clare was probably nitpicking and being rude, and eventually Dale probably got sick of it and dumped her. That is what I believe happened. I don't think there was like one big breaking point that she cheated or he cheated, and I don't think that or even know that of now. I doubt she would cheat. Maybe he would, but I'm not saying that. I honestly just think she was constantly complaining, and finally the guy was just like, look, we have nothing in common. We want different things in life, and you're constantly complaining. So let's go our separate ways. That is what I think happened, and if you are wondering, well, where is Clare? What is going on with Clare? Well, this is all we know. She posted a photo with her mom saying, boom, right there, saying, I'm so thankful to be able to see my mom in person now. I get so emotional because this time is precious, and I know means everything to both of us, especially as her mind is slipping away and her body is getting weaker. I try and sing and laugh to add a little sunshine to her day, even if it's the only for 20 minutes they allow. I love it. She has good days and bad, just like we all do. Well, today, I couldn't hide my hard day. A mother always knows. Without saying a word, she reached in her pocket and pulled out this tissue and just squeezed my hand. Now, I mean, Clare Crawley could have had a bad day if a freaking, fly, I don't even know, who even knows? Clare could have had a bad day over a lot of things, but I would not be shocked. 6 days ago, she's probably referring to her and Dale constantly fighting and reaching now, as we know, their breaking point. So, Clare and Dale, they're not still together. Ha ha ha. And I don't even mean ha 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 because they're sad. I'm not that rude and evil of a person. I'm saying ha 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 to one of you followers who went off on me. A few months ago, someone, and I'm completely blanking on the name, I tried to find her name. I would literally call her out right now. But I posted a picture just jokingly on my Instagram of Dale and Clare. They were arm in arm, and I was kind of laughing, jokingly laughing at them, saying, what are they going to last, like 2 weeks? And this person went off on me, saying, oh my god, they're a great couple, you need to shut up, they're going to work forever, they're going to get married, they're going to have babies, all this stuff. And I just sat there and said, oh, give it a couple of months. Well, now look, we're 5 months into their stupid little relationship, and they broke up. So that's like half the reason I made this video, just to call out that person. I'm completely blanking on her name, but maybe she blocked me. I don't even know. I wasn't being mean, and she kind of was. But all I'm saying is, ha ha ha. I called this from the start that there was like a 1% chance they were going to work. I just said, nah, too far-fetched. It doesn't seem realistic. Clare seems too mean, and look what we got. They broke up. Well, anyway, guys, while we are on the topic of the Bachelor Nation franchise, we might as well just throw in the actual Bachelor show, because Clare was in The Bachelorette. Well, now let's talk about The Bachelor. And let me also say, before we get into The Bachelor with Matt James and everything, I do want to say Tasia, she took over Clare's spot as The Bachelorette. She met a guy named Zach. He's amazing, it appears. Tasia is amazing. And she went in there with a bigger heart. Like, she was just nicer. That's how I took it. And they still be number one together and doing really well. So I am rooting for them, and I actually could see them work because they're a mature, normal, just people. They're just more, I don't know, more mature than I kind of thought than at least Clare. Dale, maybe not so much. Dale seems pretty normal, but at least Clare, she seems just too emotional, mean, kind of. But Tasia and Zach, I'm rooting for them. Anyway, Matt James, The Bachelor, that was also on a few nights ago, and if y'all did not know, we have some drama. The main thing I want to talk about, well, two things. Number one, Sarah. Sarah is, boom, right there, that is Sarah. And Sarah and Matt honestly kind of hit it off. She didn't seem like the stereotypical bachelor sorority girl that's all preppy and annoying and just kind of there for fame. She seemed real, so I thought, and it's interesting. Anyway, here's the deal. She was on there. She broke up a group date. She got so much hate from all of that stuff. Her dad is suffering from ALS, which that really just sucks, and I, from the bottom of my heart, feel bad for her. But the interesting thing is, right before that episode aired, there were pictures of her and a man that leaked out on the internet. Boom, there are the pictures, and that was her and G-Eazy, the famous rapper, musician, whatever you want to call him, and oh my god, I was like, wait, what the heck is going on? So those pictures were taken well before, well, not really well, but they were taken in March. She went on The Bachelor in, what, maybe October? So there was some gap. It's not like she was dating G-Eazy while she went on The Bachelor. I just kind of thought, like, holy crap. That is really a weird twist of events, because usually it goes the other way. They go on The Bachelor, then they start hanging out with all the celebrities, but now it's like she was hanging out with famous people and then she went on the show. Kind of weird, kind of interesting, but she was asked in an Entertainment Tonight interview at the end of it. I finally heard her ask it, and they said, hey, you know, were you dating him? What was going on? And she said, no, those pictures were taken a very long time ago and we were just friends. Kind of doubtful. I feel like they might have been more of a little bit of a fling. I have no idea, but it's just like kind of weird. Anyway, Sarah, she got so much hate for breaking up this group date. She ended up just going home. She literally volunteered and said, I need to just get out of here. And she worded it more because of her dad, and I totally honestly stand by her for that. You know, I get it. I mean, if she's gonna lose her parent, that is horrible, horrific, and sad, and she should really go home. And her dad, she was even saying, could be weeks away from passing. So, like, I mean, if I was Matt, I would say, please, so, oh my god, get out of here, go be with your family. So it's like, I get it, but she kind of got some backlash, and I'm so curious for you guys that actually watched the episode. What do you guys think? I kind of think she went on this freaking show for every other reason every other girl goes on this show, and that is for fame. But I feel like once she got there and a lot of these ladies could not stand her, she was like, I am going to get out of here. And then probably her dad thing really reinforced, like, I need to leave here. These ladies don't like me. She probably didn't have much of a real true connection with Matt. And then she's probably like my dad too. I need to go home. So she left, and you know, it sounds like she really has not been in much touch at all with Matt, besides little just not serious stuff. But yeah, very interesting. The rest of the episode was just that boring, stupid drama with the ladies, nothing too exciting or interesting. I will say there are starting to be some couple of ladies that are starting to kind of get my attention, and a few that I'm like, oh my god, if Matt does not marry this person, I am going to try to marry her. Like this, there are a couple people on this show, let me just toot my own horn, that are on this show that I'm like, oh my god, like, what's her name? Freaking Abigail, who now appears to be non-existent or invisible because she is never on the show. Abigail is the lady, the drop-dead, just cute, pretty, unbelievably pretty, amazing, beautiful girl that was like the star of the show, the first episode, and I think she had like, what, the first kiss? Like they were really starting to kind of hit it off. She was so cute and dreamy and sweet and nice. And then they exchanged about 2 words after that. So I don't know. I will say for her sake, is she's normal, it appears. She's normal. She's not the kind of a lady that's like, well, what's her name, Victoria, that's gonna run up and try to, you know, get all this attention. She's normal. And that's why someone like her, who is normal, will probably not do well in The Bachelor, because to do well, you gotta be able to freaking shout every 2 seconds. So I don't know what is going on. We have not really seen her. I will say one thing though, she is drop dead freaking gorgeous, and I'm sure she probably already has a new boyfriend, because how could someone like her not have a new boyfriend within like 2 seconds of being on the show? But anyway, yeah, we got to see her. She's unbelievable, and we really are not going to see much more besides this stupid Victoria running her mouth, which I will say one other thing really quick too before I sign off for the day. Victoria, she's there for one reason only. I will bet you guys, you know, $5 billion that I clearly do not have, that 100% Victoria, the producers made her go on the show for drama, and they told Matt, you must keep this crazy lady here for a handful of weeks to stir up some drama. Because imagine, if Victoria was not there, there'd be like no drama. So I am not very shocked. I'm more just kind of just rolling my eyes and like, whatever. But The Bachelor, I have actually loved this show for I've watched the show for a long time, but I started to kind of watch it religiously around Colts season. So I don't know. I mean, I'm into it. I think it's a good show. It's okay. I know not a lot of you guys like it, but if you want, I will gladly start talking about The Bachelor much more, because I do watch it every Monday night. So definitely, if you want to hear more about The Bachelor franchise, definitely make sure to comment below and let me know. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button, comment below, and to hit the subscribe button for many more videos, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.